fuck yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what we were. And I've talked about this before since I've joined Woodward Sports, actually, that like the way you win in Detroit, for some reason, each city has like their different ways of doing it. In LA, it's always gonna be the glitz and glamour version of everything. They got the best superstars, Shaq, Kobe, Magic Johnson, right? Detroit's always been grit. The grind line's probably the close. I mean, you have the grind line, but that's a flashy team. The grind line, though, still part of it.
Yep.
The Bless You Boys, a gritty team. The 04 Pistons, the Bad Boys. It's always been like that style of play across all sports. This is the identity of the city.
Yep.
We finally got that.
Even
JB
Michigan's
Bickerstaff.
championship team, they were run the ball, play defense.
Phenomenal point.
Yeah.
Like it's always been that way here in Michigan, in the Midwest for us specifically, and he's brought that culture back. A lot of people, I feel like we've kind of faked it. We try to force it on them, but JB's actually like stamped it, and that's how they play.
Yeah.
Like, win or lose, you're gonna lose a fight.
Because they traded for a stupid comedian from Los Angeles, and it made their team soft, Chris. No, but you did. You established a new culture of grit and grind, and that culture needs to be established.
That
for
was
sure.
Grind City Media was actually the name of that podcast.
Grind City Media? Hell yeah. You
Funny
look
enough.
at he needs to establish that, but also needs to win. Because if you establish this culture and this is how we're going to play, we're going to beat their ass, we're going to play tough defense, like, yeah, that's a good thing to start, but you have to win to prove that it works to these guys. And they've been winning. They won games. They almost won. They should have won a playoff series. So it's awesome to see that they're getting rewarded for that level of play, because we as a fan base, like you said, know that it normally results in good things. And especially now with the weapons that you have to fit that mode, like Isaiah Stewart and Asar Thompson and Ron Holland, especially with Ron shooting the ball the way, if he could shoot not this well, but well enough to be able to play Cade, Ron, and Asar on the floor at the same time.
Yeah.
That is nasty when you talk about perimeter defense.
The other part that's beautiful about it too is like, when you're young, in the NBA at least, even in the NFL, we saw it with Terry on.
Yeah.
You're not going to get those favorable calls. But once you establish that identity, Draymond can get away with some stuff because it's Draymond. It's his style of play. Like he gets away with it. I think now that we've won some games, made the playoffs, won some playoff games, had the Knicks on the ropes,
They're like, oh, it's just the Pistons.
it's just the Pistons style of play.
Yeah.
And we were allowed to play that style of play. I mean, in fact, that playoff series, you could argue kind of fucked us in the end because of the Tim Hardaway shot. But like, regardless, so we can carry that into next season. We can continue building around that with these guys. I mean, Ron Holland's a perfect example, too. Like, he's a young guy, still coming to his own, but he's got that same grit in his game as well.
A dog pound, dude.
It might be why K don't get calls, to be honest. Just used to the physical play, going both ways. They got to call the game
I mean,
evenly.
Yeah, probably. I mean, if you see more calls against the Lakers than you will against the Pistons, for sure, because obviously it's the Lakers, but also they're a floppy team. We're not a floppy team. We're not going to be.
We're McGregor's over here,
Yeah,
boy.
we're not. We're firm like McGregor.
No
And,
flaccid shit over here.
He was kicking
yeah,
ass.
so it probably they call games both ways when you're playing the Pistons, because they are going to be a little rougher. But I'm good with it, man, because that's playoff ball.
Yeah. I think the thing I like most about this is the consistency of it. Like, this is what JB has said from the start of his tenure as a Piston coach. And last season's success or lack thereof, depending on how they look at it versus how we look at it, the message hasn't changed. Like, he is still preaching the same things, the same principles, and that's what has me giving faith, and that's the reason I put so much faith in this regime so early on. Remember, I was alluding it to the Lions, and I was alluding to previous Piston regimes that were successful, because there is a certain DNA that you guys talk about, you're right, but there's also a consistency in that he is showing up every day with the same message, win, lose, or draw, and so I think that it's just exactly what you want to hear, and I'm excited, and it makes me believe that this team is going to take another step forward this season.
Yeah, and you see it, like you said, consistency of it throughout the entire team, to where guys like, not to pick on him, but Tobias Harris, who's not known for this elite defensive guy, went out there and was playing the best defense on Karl Anthony Towns on the Pistons. Like, he was playing very well against Cat. So it's something they buy into, that's preached from the top, and everybody needs to buy into it, because you can't have a weak link in that chain. And we'll see what happens going forward. But yeah, it's provided great success so far.
Great success.
And for it to have the utmost success, where it's not a one-off, is you have your superstar to make this be able to work. Obviously, the 04 Pistons, like, if you want to call Sheed a star, Chauncey, but to have this be sustained success where you can actually win multiple championships, it's Cade Cunningham. Being able to be the leader, the superstar of everybody else around him, the coach, the mindset, everything. For this to, win multiple championships, it's because Cade Cunningham is going to be a top 5 player to go along with this mentality. And that's why I believe it can work.
Now at Ivy, let's see him under that mentality.
Yeah.
See 30 games of it.
We saw him buying into that when he was hustling more on defense, and he wasn't letting people just blow by him, using his lateral quickness and his athleticism. So, yeah, I'd like to see.
I think he's gonna have a little natural grit too, just from all the doubt.
Oh,
hate.
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's from you. biggest down hurt hater in the city. No, that's great.
Yeah.
We'll get to some Ivy stuff. We got a lot of
Am
I
Ivy.
mistaken?
Motivate him. It's gonna motivate him. I'll take it. I ain't mad at it. When I heard Jared Goff was asked about this, is like I think last year, 2 years ago, the weather situation, because it's a narrative like forever with him. He's asked about it. He's like, look, I don't like. He don't care what anybody got to say. He's just out to prove him wrong. It motivates him. You know, he'll take the criticism because sometimes it's valid. And he's like, yeah, maybe I do need to get better at that. And like I think Ivy has the same mindset.
Yeah.
I think so too, man. I'm excited for this season, man. I can't wait to get into this Piston basketball team because you are kind of running back what you had last year. I'm excited. I'm excited because now it is all on the young players' growth, and this is a year where I think you're finally going to get those answers with all of these young guys going forward and a projection to their future. So I'm excited. I know we got a lot of clips about that.
Dude.
Yeah. He got bought out by the Memphis Grizzlies, by the way, and he's going to the Bucks.
China.
He's going to the Bucks.
Going to the Bucks?
Yeah, so he's going to be in our division.
Damn, right
Yeah.
in the division.
That sucks.
Yeah.
It does suck. All right, let's go to break. Come back. We got some stuff about Jaden Ivey. We've got top 10 linebacker list to get to as well. Let us know what you guys want to talk about first. But